Namaskar and hello everybody. I am Dr. Swati Popat Vats. I'm the president of the Early Childhood Association and the Association for Primary Education and Research. There are so many practices in our preschools that actually need to be eliminated. We used to have them 100 years back and we still have them now without thinking what neuroscience is saying about them. One such practice is the red and blue line books that we use in our schools. They actually don't support children in learning to write. Because after the red and blue line, children have to move to a single line format. And I'm going to show you how when they move from a red and blue line to a single line, they go through a lot of stress, a lot of unlearning. So I appeal to all schools, please watch this video and please think about that today's child, does this child need red and blue lines, or do we owe it to our children to gift them the new age concept of the 3-line books? Let's move from red and blue lines to 3 lines because that is what today's child needs to learn smooth handwriting, writing and reading. If we have moved from dial phones to smartphones, it's time we did the same with our educational practices, especially in the foundational years. Watch this demonstration which shows you what problem children face when they learn to write in red and blue lines and then have to move to a single line. So these are the red and blue lines which are used in schools and we make children write on them. And this is the single line. Of course, they are more narrow as children go to primary, but this is a single line. If you see in the red and blue line, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 lines. But if you see in the single line, we have a top line and a bottom line. Now let me tell you how children face a problem. Let me write capital G. So I've written capital G and I'm going to write a small g. This is how it's written. So for the capital G, I've used the top 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3. For the small g, I've used the bottom 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3. Now you're expecting me to go from these 4 lines and write on a single line. So when I go from that, I will write the capital G like this. But then the thought will come, where do I write the small g in this? So many of the children start writing it like this. And then they have to unlearn and relearn because these lines taught them something very confusing. Instead of that, the new age lines to use are the 3 lines. It has a top line and a bottom line just like your single line, top line, bottom line. But it has a dotted line in the middle which teaches children you write your capital G and your small letters start from below the dotted line, and if it's a hanging letter, it goes till the next dotted line. So I learned to write on this, not on this. And when I transition from this to this, I'm still writing on the same line, only my dotted line has gone away. Which is more easier for children? Which is more suitable for children? Then why are we still stuck on this ancient rubbish practice of red and blue lines? It's time for us to think about it.